Hello team, welcome back. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the Docker run command. We have seen how we can start a container and open the terminal in that container. Today we are going to start with some other commands and we will see how we can execute the commands in already running container. So let's start with. So today we are going to discuss how we can get inside the running containers and execute few commands. So we will go inside the running containers and execute any desired command. So this is a very helpful extension in the Docker which we will use to debug, analyze any kind of issue, and we can change anything inside the running container. For this we need to use the docker exec command and the format would be like this. So to change anything or to go inside the running containers, you can use a command docker container exec-it. Here exec is a stand for execution and we have already discussed about the -i and -t. So it will open the terminal of a running container or it will directly insert a command inside the running container. So we will see how we can open the terminal of a running container or how we can directly insert the commands inside the running container. The docker exec commands runs a new command inside the running containers. So we are going to discuss this particular stuff with example. So here is the full-fledged example. First we will discuss about the steps, then we will execute the same scenario on Docker. So let's discuss an example and execute an example to understand the docker exec and docker run command, or to identify the difference between the docker exec and docker run command. So in this particular example, we are going to follow these steps. So first we will start an nginx, then we will run commands to create directory inside the running container, right? After this, we will verify the new directory which we have created inside my running nginx container. After this, we will download a new Linux Alpine distro on my Docker. So Alpine is a very small Linux distro which is available on the Docker central repository. After this, we will use some curl command to view the Facebook homepage DOM on Alpine, right? So these are the things we are going to execute on a Docker. So first, I will go to my terminal and I will verify is there any nginx container running or not. For this, I will execute a command docker container ps. So you can see an nginx container id ffd6f is running on my Docker machine, right? So this is the running container. Now, as per our task, as per our scenario, we want to insert something in this particular running container. Very first, we need to verify the directories which are available inside the nginx. For this, I will start a new container of nginx and I will verify the directories which are present inside the nginx image. For this, I will execute a command docker container run -it -name nginx web, then support, then provide my nginx image name and bash. Hit enter. So right now I am in my image of my nginx. If I will execute a command ls-a, then I can see these are the directories which are present inside my nginx image. If I will go to temp and again execute a command ls, so inside the ls I don't have anything. Inside the ls I don't have any directory. You can see there is only few hidden directories but no public directories available inside the temp of my nginx image. I will exit out this container. Now I will see how we can execute the docker exec command. For this, I will execute a command docker container exec. I will execute the docker container exec in interactive mode. We have discussed about it. Then I need to provide either name or ID of my running container. And this is the ID of my running container. So I will provide the ID of my running container. Then to create a directory inside a running container, I can use command touch, provide the path. So path is temp. And suppose inside the temp, I want to create a directory name Anshul. Hit enter and command is completed. So you can see with the help of docker container run, we started a new container of the nginx. But with the help of docker container exec, we have executed some command inside the running container. This is the ID of my running container, right? Now, if I will go to my running container with the same command docker container exec, I can go to my running container, but instead of touch and file name, I can enter bash. So it will open up the bash of my running container, right? Hit enter. So you are inside your running container. You can see user is root and this is your running container ID. Over here, I will go to temp, right? And inside the temp, if I will again execute ls, you can see a new directory Anshul is present over here. So with this command, with the exec command, we have created a directory inside the running container, right? But this thing is not possible with the run command, right? Run command is just used to start something, execute something, and then exit out. Now we have seen how we can go to inside the running containers, create something and verify something. Now we are going to start a Ubuntu container with the help of Docker run command, and we will execute some commands inside my running container, right? For this, I will enter command docker container run -it, then the image name, right? Then bash. Hit enter. So what it will do, it will download the Ubuntu distro on your machine, right? And it started a container with this particular ID, and right now you are already inside the running container, right? If you will execute a command ls-a, then you can see you are inside the Docker environment, bin, boot, dev. These directories are present inside this particular Ubuntu distro, right? If you want to execute a command curl www.facebook.com, hit enter, and it will say bash curl command not found. This why we are getting this particular error. So we are getting this particular error because the Ubuntu image which is available on the Docker Central repository is small than the ISO image of Linux or Ubuntu. The ISO image of Linux and Ubuntu have a lot of packages, a lot of functionality inbuilt in it, right? But the image which is available on the Docker Central repository is very basic image. So first I need to install everything what I want to use. So first I will update my apt-get packages. I will execute a command apt-get update and it will update your package system. It's done. Now I will install the curl. I will execute command apt-get install curl and it will install the curl utility on your Ubuntu container. Now I will clear out my console. Now if I will execute curl https www.facebook.com, then you can see a complete HTML web page of Facebook is being downloaded. You can see the HTML is NL, ID is Facebook, and here is the Node.js class, and everything which is reside inside the Facebook web page is being present on your console, right? If you will replace the Facebook with some other website like Google, then you can see you will get the Google web page, right? See, you executed the same command for the Google, now you are getting the Google web page, right? This is the Google web page HTML structure. So this is the way how you can go inside the containers, how you can basically start a new container and open the terminal in that container, and how you can execute some commands inside the containers, right? Right now I'm inside my container. You can see over here I'm not getting my local directory name. I'm inside my Ubuntu container, and inside my Ubuntu container I'm executing these commands, the Facebook and Google curl commands, right? So you can execute anything inside the container, either it's a running container or you are starting a new container, right? If you will exit and you will insert a command docker container ls-a, so you can see the Ubuntu container, right? It is being exited just 12 seconds ago.